watching 11 Alive Morning News. 11 minutes of nonstop news starts now.
And we're going to pull the red alert across the top end, but you're not out of the woods yet. 285 eastbound from Cobb County over towards Sandy Springs.
Despite the clouds, it will be a mild afternoon. Not expecting much in the way of rain. Temperatures will be in the 70s. Will it hold through the weekend? I'll let you know coming up.
Happening today, a big announcement regarding the 4-year mystery around a baby found abandoned in a plastic bag.
Ariana Manise is in studio with the latest on an arrest in this case. Good morning, Ariana.
Good morning, Cheryl Naish. It's a case that's remained a mystery for years, but today we could possibly get answers as to why someone left baby India, put her in a bag in the woods, leaving her to die. The Forsyth Sheriff's Office, they plan to announce that they've made an arrest in this case involving the newborn 4 years after that she was abandoned in June of 2019. Baby India was found tied up inside of a plastic bag, her umbilical cord still intact. The baby was discovered in the woods after a family called 911 claiming they were hearing cries coming from the woods nearby. Investigators, they partner with Augusta law enforcement to investigate the person who left the baby. Now, the Forsyth County Sheriff's Office, they will hold a press conference today at 2 p.m. and we will be sure to bring you the latest developments on air as well as online. Back to you.
Ariana, thank you. Moms who have lost their children in incidents involving police doing pit maneuvers to stop other cars are gathering later today.
And one of them wants the officers involved to face charges. Her son, 12-year-old Leland Boykins, died after a pit maneuver was used in a high-speed chase in Paulding County. Charlie Moore, who was watching the child at the time, was involved in that chase. He pleaded guilty to homicide by vehicle and multiple other charges.
The largest school district in Georgia has delayed a change to how it teaches sex education, at least for one more school year. The Gwinnett School Board approved a new health education curriculum, but it did not include sex ed. The board says the delay gives them more time to find the right choice for all students. Later this morning, Roswell's mayor and city council will hold a workshop where there will be more discussion about Canton Street. City leaders want to close the street to cars on weekends to keep it into a pedestrian plaza. We'll let you know if they come to any solutions out of this discussion. And that was a look at your Friday morning headlines.
Finally, a chance to hang up the umbrella today, Chesley.
Yeah, put it to the side. Don't put it all the way away, but put it to the side. We do have cloudy skies on the outside, but not worried about it too much in the way of rain coming out of those clouds at all. We need to white balance that, don't we? Looks a little blue on the outside, but at least you get the point. It's cloudy, and that's the way it's going to be for at least the early half of the day. I think later on this afternoon, we'll see those clouds begin to break down, get some sunshine in here. Will help to heat us up a little bit. Temperatures were in the low 70s yesterday. I think we'll get to the mid 70s by this afternoon. We're starting off with temperatures in the 60s and 50s on the outside. You got 59 degrees in Covington right now, 61 in Noonan, Peachtree City, and up toward Chattahoochee Hills, 60 in Powder Springs, Ackworth the same, Mapleton the same, right there at 60, 60 in Tucker as well, Roswell at 61, 61 also down at East Point at the current hour. Your winter wear forecast calls for at least a jacket this morning. I think by this afternoon you can expose those long sleeves. 75 degrees will be your afternoon high temperature. A bit breezy for the start, but those winds will start to die off a little bit as we head to the afternoon as well as those clouds break down. We're tracking a system off to the west that's going to bring back the rain to our area by tomorrow. Now you can't see the front on the map right now, but a cold front will be making its way into the middle of the nation, which will provide the threat for severe weather there. You can see over toward Dallas is where we have a slight risk for severe weather. That extends over toward the east by tomorrow. It loses some of its punch, but we still have a level 1 threat over the Atlanta metro area for the afternoon on Saturday. Isolated strong to severe thunderstorms are certainly possible. Here's how it plays out. Forecast track model shows those clouds breaking down for today. We'll have partly sunny skies by the time we get to 5 o'clock this evening. Fair skies for early evening, and then we'll see those clouds move back in. Saturday morning, you start off with partly sunny skies, and then here comes the threat for those showers and thunderstorms. Notice this, by 5:15, those are moving into the metro area. Again, some of those could have some strong winds associated with it, so be on the lookout. If you have outdoor events for tomorrow, like the Sundresses and Seersucker event over at Centennial Olympic Park, this is going to be a nice one, folks. Make sure you dress up nice. 78 degrees by 5 o'clock when the gates open. Again, that 40% chance for showers should be ending by then. Shouldn't spoil your fun, but just be on the lookout. Be weather aware. Temperatures heat back up into the 80s as we head into the weekend, right where we should be for this time of year. I think Sunday is the better of the 2 weekend days. We have a lower threat for rain, and then we'll hold on to that low threat as we head into the work week next week. But it's drying up by Wednesday, and those temperatures will finally heat back up into the low 80s by Thursday. Crash?
All right, Chesley, appreciate that. We pulled the red alert from the top end perimeter, but you're not quite out of the woods yet. I mean, that's still a good flow of traffic coming over from Cobb County into Sandy Springs. And what started all this? A pretty nasty wreck, 285 eastbound right at Riverside Drive. Again, that is long gone, but the memory does linger. Still your best bet, stay on the top end. Don't go scurrying for an alternate. It's 10 minutes from 75 to 400. And then, of course, you know, you're going to be heading through all that construction, but I don't think it's worth it now to go jumping for an alternate. Here comes the rest of the rush hour. Well, maybe not on 75 and 400, but Gwinnett County is awake. 316 to the perimeter, about 21 minutes, a little bit of a slow go there. And heads up, that downtown connector, those cars coming at you, those are northbounders through the Grady curve going from downtown into midtown. Things are definitely starting to heat up. Cheryl?
All right, we're going on a Friday. Thank you, Crash. Right now, you can upload your driver license and your state ID to your Apple Wallet.
Our Molly Oak live with how this pilot program is going to work, especially at the airport, Molly.
And good morning, Cheryl and Aisha. And Georgia is one of only the few states that has this feature so far. It joins Arizona, Colorado, and Maryland rolling out digital ID. So here's how it works. Open up that Apple Wallet, click the plus sign in the top right corner. Next, tap driver's license or state ID, and then pick Georgia. This is where your ID will be once you scan it. To do that, hit continue, and then scan the front and back of your ID. However, the only place in Georgia accepting digital ID as of now is right here at the airport at TSA PreCheck. We also talked with an Emory professor about the benefits of a digital ID move. He says there's some good stuff happening because there's extra layers of security. Guys.
All right, Molly, thank you. Hours from now, the Target on Druid Hills Road will reopen its doors less than 24 hours after police say a fire was intentionally set in that store. Police have arrested the person suspected of starting it. It's not the first fire that we've seen at a big box store in Metro Atlanta. Fires at the Buckhead Target back in January and the Peachtree City Walmart were all determined to be arson. Peachtree City's assistant fire chief says that the fires are set to distract from theft.
This morning, the Atlanta Police Department is asking for $247 million to be included in next year's budget. Chief Shearbaum says they need this money to hire officers and expand their camera system. The chief says the goal is to be fully staffed with 2,000 sworn officers by 2026. This morning, we have a heartbreaking update to a story we first brought to you earlier this year when the community rallied around this teacher with love and support after she was hospitalized with a sudden illness. In the last 12 hours, we learned that the beloved East Atlanta teacher, Ms. Huggins, has sadly passed away. Ms. Huggins was a teacher for the gifted program at Burgess Peterson Academy, which is on Clifton Street. Those who knew her say she was a phenomenal mother, educator, co-worker, sister, and daughter, and that she is deeply missed and loved.
The IRS believes thieves may have targeted more than 1 million tax returns. Those returns added up to more than $6 billion in refunds. The 1.1 million returns were flagged in early March. If you're worried about something like this happening, the agency says request an identity protection PIN ahead of tax season. Later this morning, the city of Stockbridge is announcing a major partnership. The city says it's an economic initiative between the Stockbridge Amphitheater and Amazon. We'll learn more at 9:30 this morning and bring it to you. Chesley?
All right, Aisha, we're looking at temperatures right around 67 degrees by noon. We'll have mostly cloudy skies by then. Expecting those clouds to continue to break down. That by 4 o'clock, you're looking at maybe partly sunny skies. A bit mild out there this afternoon as well with the winds dying off. 75 degrees will be your temperature, high temperature for today. And then by 6 o'clock, 73 degrees. Tomorrow, we got some rain coming back to the area. A couple thunderstorms in the afternoon as a cold front pushes through. We'll be back into the 80s, though. 81 degrees for the high. Partly sunny skies on Sunday, 82. Low threat for rain Monday and Tuesday. Temperatures back into the 70s, and we'll stay there through Wednesday and then back up to the 80s by Thursday of next week.
All right, we had a red alert, 285 eastbound at Riverside Drive. We cleared it up. Things started to recover. Now another wreck just passed it. 285 east at 400. Your delays are starting to grow again. We'll get you another update at 726, but top end eastbound starting to fill up.
Finally this morning, Atlanta's own Ludacris is cemented in history. The rapper and actor was awarded his own star on Hollywood's Walk of Fame Thursday, there with his wife and all their children. All right, so Ludacris's real name is Chris Bridges, and he has sold more than 24 million albums, also starred in many of the Fast and Furious films, including Fast X, which came out yesterday. Speaking of stars, several stars will be in town for the Atlanta Women's Expo. That two-day event coming back to Cobb Gallery is Saturday. Shopping, fashion, women women's empowerment, you name it. Beauty retreats. This year's keynote speaker is Miss How You Doing herself, Wendy Williams.
How you doing?
Yeah.
I'm doing great. It's a Friday, everybody. Enjoy the
You gotta
day.
do the. How you doing?
You do it well.
I know you guys want. I get that.
I'm with you.
Thank you, Cheryl.
I'm with you, Aisha. We got it.
You know,
How you doing?
how you doing? How y'all doing?
Hope you have a great Friday and a great weekend. A lot going on this weekend. Much more on 11alive.com. Today's show's coming up next, and we'll see you back here on Monday.